Hey guys, this is Corey with Custom RV in Amarillo, Texas. And in today's tips and tricks video, we're going to show you how to winterize your travel trailer, fifth wheel, or motorhome. Now, we're going to take a look at this hemisphere today. Not every single one will be exactly the same, but this will give you a generalized idea on how to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so the first step in winterizing your travel trailer, fifth wheel, or motorhome is going to be to drain your water heater and put your water heater into bypass. And the reason that you want to do that is you don't want any antifreeze getting in that water heater. So we're looking at a Suburban water heater. There's also a Dometic. They're very similar, but I'll show you on this particular one today. So you've got your anode rod right here, and it's either 11/16 or an 1 1/16. But if you don't have a water heater anode rod socket, I would definitely suggest picking one up from your local RV dealer. It makes this process a whole lot easier. So you've got your anode rod right there. Now, before you loosen that, you want to open this pop-off valve. That way you can depressurize the water heater. Because if that's under pressure and you start loosening that, it will shoot that thing probably 5-10 foot back at you. So you'll want to, like I said, just let the pressure out, then take that out, let the water drain. And once you have it all drained out, I would recommend put the anode rod back in, just especially if you store it outside to keep bugs and things from crawling in there. Now, this particular one is very easy to put into a bypass mode. Now, every trailer will be slightly different, and the way you find your valves is locate your water heater on the outside of the trailer, and then you'll go in, and it may be in a cabinet, it may be under the bed, it may be under some bunks, but you'll need to find, they usually have a panel with 4 screws, and you'll unscrew those, and that will let you get to the bypass valves. Now, depending on how the manufacturer set it up, you're either going to have 1, 2, or 3 valves, and you basically want to turn them to whatever direction they turn to put it into bypass. And it's usually across the line, or sometimes it's towards the water heater, but you want to make sure all those valves are turned before you start putting antifreeze in there. Now, this particular one, you've got one valve here, which it's already in bypass mode, so I won't turn it again, but you've got the valve here, and then you've got your bypass valve here. So if we were going to use this, it would go this way, but I'm going to leave that there. And so that is going to be step 1, and you want to leave that in bypass for the duration of the winter. So step 2 is going to be to locate your water pump. Now, this is another thing that is floor plan and model specific, and if you don't know where your water pump is, what you'll do is go into your control panel, hit the water pump button, and it'll start to hum, and that will give you an idea of where the water pump is. Now, it could be under a cabinet, could be under a sink, could be under the bed, could be under the sofa, it could be in the pass-through storage compartment like this particular one is, but you want to locate your water pump. Now, on all new RVs, or at least the ones that I carry, that I can speak for, they come with the winterization kit already installed. So that is a T-valve just before the water pump that is either goes back towards the fresh tank, or it goes to a piece of hose that is not connected to anything. And that is what you're looking for, and you'll want to turn the T-valve to where it's pointing down the hose that isn't connected to anything. So you can see with this one, we already have the hose out here, easy to get to. So we've located the water pump, we've put the water heater into bypass. This step 3 is to get your antifreeze dug and put the antifreeze draw tube into that jug. Now, again, I'm not going to do this because on this one, because this is already winterized from the factory. So you'll put this tube into your antifreeze bucket, and depending on what size trailer that you have, you'll need between 1 gallon to 2.5 to 3 gallons, especially if you have a washer and dryer already installed, because the washer does kind of take a lot of antifreeze. Now, I will not be going into specifics on how to winterize your washer, because I'm not going to pretend I know how to do it. But you want to put that into your antifreeze jug, and then your next step is, we'll actually go inside for that. So step 4 is going to be, you're going to want to turn on your water pump. So you'll turn that switch on, and then what you will do is you go to every sink one at a time. And I'll do this over here since we have a sink right here. And you will repeat this process. So what you'll do is you'll start with the cold side, and you'll hear that now, of course, there'll be water, and you will let it run on the cold side until you see pink. Then you'll turn it off, go back to the hot side, turn it back on, and wait till the water runs pink. And you will repeat that for every faucet and water fixture in the trailer. So the one that everybody always forgets is the toilet. You know, with your water pump on, you want to let it run till you see pink antifreeze, then you're good. The reason you want to do the toilet is there's a ball valve in there that always freezes. You'll want to make sure and get your shower, your bathroom sink. This particular trailer, and most fifth wheels, if you have a travel trailer or a motorhome that does not have washer dryer prep, this will not apply to you. But you'll definitely want to get those washer dryer connections. Now, the best way I've found to do this is to get like a 5-gallon bucket and hold it up there and just let it run till the water runs pink, and then you can go dump the bucket outside. But the thing we're trying to do here is to get all of your water out of the entire system. Now, some people will recommend that you blow the system out. I do not recommend that, because it works 75% of the time, but it's that 25% that will, that can cost you thousands in repairs. Another thing that you want to make sure and get is your outside shower, both, again, hot and cold sides. And then, let's see, you also want to make sure that your fresh tank is fully drained. Don't put antifreeze into your fresh tank. You want to use the draw method like we talked about. And then lastly, and I'm actually not sure where these are at, I'll have to find them. You want to get your low point drains, and I'm not going to pretend I know where every single one of those are, but you'll find a hot and a cold line coming down to the underneath, and you want to make sure and take the caps off, and again, let those run with the water pump on until they turn pink. And that's very important, because that makes sure that all of the water is out of the system, which is, again, very, very important. I can't stress that enough. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up on how to winterize your travel trailer, fifth wheel, or motorhome. If you have any questions about your specific RV, drop those down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer those. Or if you have any winterization mishaps or anything else you'd like to share in the comment section down below, please feel free to do that. We like hearing your stories, also your tips and tricks. Again, this is the antifreeze method. I know some people swear by the using the blowout method. I've just found that it can cause more problems than it's kind of worth. So I don't recommend that. None of us here recommend that. But again, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below. If you have any questions, leave those down in the comment section down below. And remember, Custom RV, RVs are made for women, so men can go camping. And we hope to see you soon.